This lesson, subject and predicate, is from your grammar book. Children, subject and predicate are the two parts of a sentence. Children, before we study about subject and predicate, we will recap what you have learned in the previous session. You have learned what is a sentence. A group of words which make complete sense and expresses our thoughts is a sentence. In a sentence, the words must be placed in the proper order to make sense. Every sentence should have a verb. A sentence always begins with a capital letter. A sentence ends with a full stop, question mark, or an exclamation mark. You have learned there are 4 types of sentences. They are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. A statement is called a declarative sentence. A question sentence is called an interrogative sentence. A command or request is called an imperative sentence. A sentence with strong feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. A statement sentence or declarative sentence ends with a full stop. A question sentence or interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. A command or request or imperative sentence ends with a full stop. A sentence with strong feeling or exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation marks. Let us learn about subject and predicate. In a complete sentence, there are 2 parts, subject and predicate. Subject is the naming part and predicate is the telling part. Subject is the naming part. It tells who or what the subject is about. Predicate is the telling part. It tells what someone or something is or does. For example, the elephant lives in the forest. This sentence talks about the elephant. So, the subject is elephant and the part lives in the forest tells something what the elephant does. So, lives in the forest is the predicate. Predicate always contain a verb also. Here in this sentence, lives is the verb. Now let us move to next sentence. The ship is sailing in the sea. Here we are talking about the ship. So ship is the subject and what is the ship doing? Is sailing in the sea is the predicate. And what is the verb in this? Is sailing is the verb. Now next. I saw a ball on the beach. Here we are talking about I. So I is the subject and what I did, saw a ball on the beach. That is the predicate. So a ball on the beach is the predicate and the verb is saw here. Now some more examples here. My mother is a teacher. The phone is ringing. Bears are fond of honey. Richa is eating an apple. Children, the person or thing spoken about is called a subject. The first sentence, Richa is eating an apple. Who is eating an apple? Richa is eating an apple. So, Richa is the subject here. Is eating an apple is the predicate. What is said about the person or thing is called predicate. Now second, the phone is ringing. What is ringing? The phone. So phone is the subject here. Is ringing is the predicate. Third, bears are fond of honey. Who are fond of honey? Bears are fond of honey. So bears is the subject and are fond of honey is the predicate. My mother is a teacher. Who is a teacher? My mother. So my mother is a subject here and is a teacher is the predicate here. Now let us do the exercises from your grammar book. Exercise number 1. Circle the subjects and underline the predicate. A. A tiger was caught in the net. Who was caught in the net? A tiger. That is the subject. Was caught in the net is the predicate. B. A goat bleated loudly. Who bleated loudly? A goat bleated loudly. So, goat is a subject and bleated loudly is the predicate. C. The hare ran fast. Who ran fast? The hare ran fast. So, hare is the subject and ran fast is the predicate. Now, next. D. All the mice laughed at the foolish sleeping cat. Who laughed at the foolish sleeping cat? All the mice. That is the subject and laughed at the foolish sleeping cat is the predicate. Now E. I woke up at 4 o'clock. Who woke up at 4 o'clock? I. That is the subject. Woke up at 4 o'clock is the predicate. F. The children are too young for this test. Who are too young for this test? The children. That is the subject. Are too young for this test is called predicate. G. I shall finish the work soon. Who shall finish the work soon? I. I is the subject here and shall finish the work soon is the predicate in this sentence. H. The monkeys danced on the trees. Who danced on the trees? The monkeys. That is the subject. Danced on the trees is the predicate. I. He sat on the chair. Who sat on the chair? He sat on the chair. He is the subject and sat on the chair is the predicate. J. My teacher teaches me English. Who teaches me English? My teacher. That is the subject. Teach me English is the predicate. K. Mother is making dinner. Who is making dinner? Mother is making dinner. So, mother is the subject. Is making dinner is the predicate. Now, let us move to next slide. I. Pinky speaks softly. Who speaks softly? Pinky. That is the subject. And speaks softly is the predicate. M. He lives upstairs. Who lives upstairs? He. That is the subject. Lives upstairs is the predicate. The ship sailed under the bridge. What sailed under the bridge? The ship. That is the subject and sailed under the bridge is the predicate. The children are going to a fancy dress party. Who are going to a fancy dress party? The children are going to a fancy dress party. So the children is the subject here. Are going to the fancy dress party is the predicate. Children, let us do the next exercise. Exercise number 2. Match the subjects with the predicates. Children, you can see some subjects in this column and some predicates in another column. These subjects and predicates should be matched so that it gives some meaningful sentences. First one, A. Mary. B. The peacock. C. Raj and Rajiv. D. The 2010 Football World Cup. E. A shoemaker. F. A dentist. Now predicates. Looks after our teeth. Makes shoes. Was held in South Africa. Live in Thane. Goes to school. Is a national bird. Now you have to ask the question. Who looks after our teeth? A dentist looks after our teeth. Now who makes shoes? A shoemaker makes shoes. What was held in South Africa? The 2010 Football World Cup was held in South Africa. Who live in Thane? Raj and Rajiv live in Thane. Who goes to school? Mary goes to school. The peacock is a national bird. Now next, the Taj Mahal, the earth, a poet, a rainbow. Writes poems, has 7 colors, is in Agra, moves around the sun. Who writes poems? A poet writes poems. What has 7 colors? A rainbow has 7 colors. What is in Agra? The Taj Mahal is in Agra. What moves around the sun? The earth moves around the sun. Now let us move to next exercise. 3. The subject or the predicate is missing in the sentences. Write the missing parts and complete the sentences. Children, here subject or predicate is missing in these sentences. You can do these sentences with your own words. I have done this for you, but you can do it yourself also. A year has 365 days. What is missing in this sentence? Has 365 days. That is the predicate of this sentence. B. Raj and Ravi are swimming in the pool. What is missing here? Raj and Ravi is missing. That is the subject in this sentence. C. The angry lion roared loudly. What is missing here? Roared loudly is missing. That is the predicate of this sentence. D. Alia cleans her room every day. What is missing here? Alia is missing. Alia is the subject of this sentence. E. The boy and his uncle are going to the market. What is missing here? Are going to the market is missing here. That is the predicate of this sentence. F. Seals and seagulls are found near seas. What is missing here? Are found near seas is missing. That is the predicate of this sentence. G. Crabs can be seen on the beach. What is missing here? Crabs is missing here. That is the subject of this sentence. H. My friends and I studied together. What is missing here? Studied together is missing here. That is the predicate of this sentence. I. Our parents tell us not to go near the cliff. Who tell us not to go near the cliff? Our parents. That is the subject of this sentence. J. The puppies are very cute. What is missing in this sentence? Are very cute. That is the predicate of this sentence. Now children, this is the end of this session. So there is a small homework for you. Learn and write all the exercises in your rough copy. Children, I hope all these exercises are clear to you. We will meet you soon with another video. Till then, take care children.